The atmosphere trembles. Shadows move in the unseen, and frequencies no ear can hear are shifting. A reset is approaching, not just in the world, but inside your very spirit. You have felt it. The unease, the stirring, the sense that something beyond logic is pulling you into destiny. This is no coincidence. This is no random season. A seal has been broken in the heavens, and your name was whispered when the portals opened. I declare to you now, you are not here by accident. You are chosen for this divine reset. Pause now, for this moment is not ordinary. It is sacred. Your like, your comment, your subscription is not routine. It is a seal, a prophetic act of agreement in the spirit. When you engage, you are not just clicking. You are signing your name into heaven's scroll of alignment. I invite you, comment the word awakening as a declaration that you received this reset. Every action you take here becomes a covenant, a marker in eternity. Agree in spirit, and you align with the reset. Seal it now, before the next revelation unfolds. You have always known you were different. Even in a crowded room, you felt unseen, as though you lived between two worlds, the ordinary and the eternal. People may have misunderstood you, labeled you as strange, too intense, too quiet, or too restless. But what they call different is, in fact, the signature of heaven upon your life. The divine has marked you, set you apart for something greater, something few will ever carry. Your loneliness is not punishment, it is preparation. Isolation is the sanctuary where heaven whispers secrets the crowd will never hear. That emptiness you felt is not rejection, it is divine redirection. When doors closed and people walked away, the hand of heaven was sealing you for alignment. The intensity inside you, the burning hunger for more than money, routine, or recognition, that is not weakness. That is destiny. You were not created to blend in with cycles of emptiness. You were called to disrupt them. Your spirit hungers because it knows there is more, and that hunger is evidence that you are chosen for reset. Even your struggles to fit in are proof that you were never meant to. You are a vessel of frequencies this world cannot yet understand. Where others seek comfort, you feel the urgency of eternity. Where others settle, you ache for awakening. These signs are not accidents. They are prophetic confirmations. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, your path is not ordinary. You carry the mark of the divine reset, written in the language of loneliness, intensity, and spiritual fire. Every pain has been a prophecy. Every ache, a code. The world may not see it, but heaven has always known. Lately, you have felt the shift more than ever. Your nights are filled with heavy dreams, mysteries that linger even after you wake, visions that feel more real than reality itself. Do not dismiss them. These are not random images of the mind. They are divine downloads, encrypted messages released to your spirit as heaven rewires you for what is coming. You've noticed sudden surges of energy, waves that come without warning. At times you feel restless, alive with urgency, as if something inside you refuses to let you remain the same. This is not anxiety. This is not burnout. The fire in your chest is not burnout. It is activation. A spiritual ignition has been lit within you, and no storm can put it out. Isolation, too, has wrapped itself around you, but do not mistake it for abandonment. Heaven often pulls the chosen into silence, shielding them from distractions while sacred codes are written into their soul. What you feel as distance is actually protection, a holy cocoon preparing you for emergence. Every shift, every dream, every surge is part of a greater reset taking place in your being. Your mind, your heart, even your very DNA are aligning with divine frequencies. The process is hidden, but the fruit will soon be undeniable. The unseen signs of transformation are proof. You are being rebuilt from within. There is a reason you are feeling all of this now. Heaven does not move by chance. It moves in cycles, in alignments, in divine timing. The portals of destiny open only in appointed seasons, and you have stepped into one. Old doors are closing, not because you failed, but because their assignments are finished. What once sustained you cannot feed you anymore, because a new frequency is calling your spirit higher. You stand at the threshold of a reset. The alignments are not visible to the natural eye, but they are written in eternity. The calendar of heaven has struck this hour, and you are positioned for what many long to see but never entered. You feel the unease, the endings, the transitions because heaven has synchronized a new code over your life. This is not random delay, nor sudden chaos. This is divine precision. Just as night must fall before dawn rises, your old season had to collapse before the new one could open. The reset is the bridge between endings and beginnings, between what was and what will be. Do not fear the timing. Do not question the shift. You are in perfect alignment with heaven's cycle. And I declare to you, this moment is heaven's synchronized code for your life. What was delayed is now released. What was hidden is now revealed. You are stepping into the exact timing of your divine reset. You have wondered why the path feels so heavy, why rejection cuts so deep, why silence surrounds you when you need answers most. Hear this truth. The awakened are always tested in fire before they are crowned in glory. The loneliness you have walked through, the betrayal that pierced your heart, the fear that tried to paralyze you, none of these were accidents. They were sacred initiations. Rejection was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to redirect you. Heaven removed voices that could not travel with you into your next dimension. Betrayal was not the end of trust. It was the revelation of who was never aligned with your frequency. Fear was not sent to chain you. It was permitted so that you could learn the authority of breaking chains. Even silence, the most painful of all, was not abandonment. It was divine training. Heaven was teaching you to hear in stillness, to find strength, not in noise, but in whispers. You are not empty. You are being expanded. Your trials are not curses. They are codes. Every storm has been shaping you, carving you into the vessel that can carry this reset. Your tears have watered seeds of destiny. Your wounds have become portals of wisdom. I declare this to you now. Your storm is a womb. Your test is a prophecy. Everything you endured is birthing the next version of you. Stronger, sharper, chosen. Every chosen one is guided through hidden passages, divine checkpoints where destiny is carved into their soul. These are not accidents, but portals, gateways, that few endure, but all must pass through. You have already stepped into them, though you may not have known their names. Tonight, heaven reveals the codes. The fire gate, the silent river, the breaking shell, and the radiant dawn. These are the 4 portals of awakening. The fire gate, the first portal, is flame. It is the season where everything comfortable burns away, where illusions are stripped and false securities collapse. At the fire gate, trials come like unrelenting storms. People walk away, finances dry up, dreams seem delayed. Yet, beneath the ash, heaven is purging what cannot enter your next dimension. When you walked through betrayal, you were in the fire gate. When loneliness pressed you, you were in the fire gate. This gate does not come to destroy you. It comes to refine you. Just as gold must pass through fire before it shines, so must your spirit pass through flames before it glows. You felt the heat, the suffocation, the ache. But what burned away were only illusions. What remains is incorruptible. Your essence, your calling, your true identity. Do not curse the fire. The flames you thought would consume you were sent to crown you. This gate is the divine furnace that unlocks the purity of your destiny. The silent river, when the flames subside, another portal emerges. The silent river. This is the stretch of waiting, where nothing seems to move, where prayers echo without reply, where heaven feels quiet. Many confuse this silence with abandonment, but you must know, silence is not absence. Silence is strategy. The silent river is a training ground where your inner ear is sharpened to hear whispers that crowds overlook. You are not being ignored. You are being tuned. Just as rivers carve stone with time and patience, so the silence carves strength and endurance in you. At this portal, you may feel invisible. You may wonder if your efforts matter. But this invisibility is divine protection. You are hidden, not forgotten. Heaven conceals what it values most, preparing to reveal you at the perfect moment. This is why you were overlooked, why others seem to rise faster. Your season is not denial, it is divine delay with purpose. The silent river cleanses you of impatience and engraves resilience into your being. It teaches you to move with heaven's rhythm, not the world's. The breaking shell after silence comes breaking. The third portal is the breaking shell, the place where ego shatters and false identities collapse. This is where the masks you once wore no longer fit, where the titles, labels, and expectations others placed on you fall to pieces. The breaking shell is painful, for it demands surrender. It feels like losing yourself, when in truth, you are finding yourself. You may have felt as if the ground beneath you cracked open. Careers, relationships, or even versions of yourself you thought would last forever suddenly dissolved. But this breaking is not punishment. It is birthing. Just as a seed must split open before it can sprout, so your shell had to break so your true nature could emerge. Your tears in this season are the water that nourishes your growth. The identity you clung to was too small for your destiny. Heaven allowed the breaking so the authentic you could rise, clothed not in the opinions of people, but in the garment of purpose. At the breaking shell, you are reborn. The radiant dawn then. After fire, silence, and breaking, you arrive at the radiant dawn. This is the portal of emergence. It is the season where light pierces your darkness, where what was hidden is revealed, and what was delayed is released. The radiant dawn is the hour of clarity, when pieces finally come together, when destiny becomes visible, and blessings that once seemed impossible break forth suddenly. You will know you have entered this portal because favor will surround you, like light after a storm. Doors that were once locked will swing wide. People will begin to see the glow upon you, though they cannot explain it. The radiant dawn is the proof that the fire refined you, the silence trained you, and the breaking transformed you. In this place, your voice carries authority. Your presence shifts atmospheres. You no longer chase opportunities. They find you because you have become a living portal of blessing. The journey through all four. The four portals are not random. They are the coded journey of every chosen. Each one has marked you. You survived the fire gate, where illusions burned. You endured the silent river, where patience was carved. You walked through the breaking shell, where identity was reborn. And you are now approaching the radiant dawn, where power and clarity await. I declare to you, do not resist these portals. They are the hidden curriculum of heaven, the secret map of awakening. Few endure them, but those who do emerge unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. You are one of them, and the radiant dawn is closer than you think. Even now, as you hear these words, codes are being written into your being. The chosen never walk untouched. They are marked not only by trials, but by frequencies. You have felt it. Strange downloads in your spirit, flashes of understanding that arrive without explanation, sudden clarity that no teacher gave you. These are not random thoughts. These are divine transmissions, blueprints descending from realms beyond sight. Your very DNA is being tuned, like strings on an instrument, aligning to the symphony of destiny. Old patterns are breaking apart at the cellular level. Cycles of fear, cycles of delay, even cycles passed down through generations are being rewritten by heavenly frequency. What you once called coincidence was a code. What you once called intuition was revelation. Your body feels it, tingling, energy surges, exhaustion that comes and goes. Your mind feels it, dreams, visions, heightened awareness, and your spirit knows it. Waves of fire, whispers that call you deeper, the undeniable pull toward awakening. Understand this, your spirit is receiving divine blueprints. Heaven is synchronizing every part of you, body, mind, and destiny, so you can carry the weight of what is coming. The reset is not just around you, it is inside you. Every vibration, every alignment, every surge is heaven's way of sealing your preparation. You are becoming the living frequency of divine timing. The chosen cannot carry destiny while clinging to false layers. That is why your old self has been shattering. You have felt it. The crumbling of identities you once leaned on. The collapsing of towers you thought would stand forever. Friendships dissolved. Roles shifted. Even the image you carried of yourself no longer fits. What felt like loss was heaven's demolition. The breaking was never to destroy you, but to free you. Picture the ashes. What once defined you has been reduced to dust. The masks you wore, those you created to please others, to survive rejection, to hide your wounds, have fallen to the ground. Heaven will not allow you to step into divine reset wearing false garments. The shaking came to strip you of illusion. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it felt like death. But from ashes, phoenixes rise. From shattered shells, new life bursts forth. Every collapse you endured was an invitation into rebirth. You have been emptied of what was so you can be filled with what is eternal. Hear this clearly. You are not who you were yesterday. You are becoming something unrecognizable to your past, uncontainable to your enemies, and unstoppable in your destiny. The old self has perished. The true self, sealed in codes, aligned with portals, is rising. The shattering was not your ending. It was your unveiling. Even in the fiercest storm, you have never been unguarded. The winds may have howled, the lightning may have struck, and the waves may have risen high, but you were never alone. Heaven encamps around you. While chaos tried to drown you, unseen hands lifted you. While enemies plotted in secret, angels stood watch at your side. You are hidden even when you feel exposed. Just as a seed lies buried in the soil while storms rage above, you too have been covered in divine protection. What looked like delay was preservation. What looked like silence was shelter. Every step you've taken has been surrounded by frequencies, not of this world. At times, you've felt the atmosphere shift, the sudden peace in the middle of panic, the unexplainable calm when everything screamed disaster. That was no accident. That was sanctuary. That was the unseen shield placed upon your spirit. I declare to you now, no storm can uproot what heaven has planted. No chaos can cancel what is coded into your destiny. You are wrapped in frequencies of light, guarded by angels, hidden under wings of eternal refuge. You are safe, even in the storm. I speak this over you now. You are unstoppable, unshakable, unbreakable. What once hindered you cannot hold you any longer. Chains that wrapped around your family line are breaking under your feet. Curses spoken against you dissolve like smoke. Cycles of lack, sickness, and despair are being rewritten in your favor. I decree that wealth is aligning to your hands, not just financial, but wealth of wisdom, wealth of peace, wealth of relationships that build instead of drain. Healing is flowing into places doctors could not reach, into wounds words could not soothe. Restoration is coming to your bloodline. What was stolen, delayed, or broken will be returned, multiplied, and crowned with favor. Authority rests upon your shoulders. When you speak, atmospheres will shift. When you pray, doors will unlock. You are not ordinary. You are a carrier of divine codes, a vessel of heavenly frequency. The world may see flesh and bone, but the unseen recognizes you as a walking flame. I declare, you will rise as a walking portal of blessing. Wherever you go, atmospheres will change. You will be the evidence of divine reset, the living prophecy of breakthrough. Nations will call you favored. Generations will call you chosen. You will not only walk in destiny, you will open destiny for others. Stand tall, chosen one. Your time of empowerment is here. Do not be surprised by the reactions you provoke, chosen one. Some will mock you, laughing at what they cannot understand. Others will resist you, their spirits unsettled, because your very presence exposes what they've tried to hide. Envy will rise in hearts that cannot comprehend why heaven's hand rests so heavily upon you. This is not failure. This is confirmation. Yet there will also be those who see it. They will sense the light that follows. You, the weight of authority in your words, the glow of favor in your walk. They will honor you, respect you, and even align themselves with you, not because of who you are in flesh, but because of what you carry in spirit. Your frequency is undeniable. It provokes both resistance and reverence. Some will scatter because they cannot handle your fire. Others will gather because they cannot live without it. You will be a dividing line, a living prophecy that reveals the posture of every heart around you. Do not shrink back. You are not called to be liked. You are called to be light, And light always exposes, always attracts, always transforms. Lift your eyes, chosen one, for beyond the trials, beyond the fire, beyond the silence, there lies a vision heaven has sealed for you. I see doors swinging open that no man can shut, opportunities aligned with divine timing, connections prepared before you even knew the path. These are not ordinary doors, they are portals, leading you into realms of influence and authority you once thought were far beyond your reach. Generational blessings are tied to your obedience. The choices you make today will ripple through bloodlines yet unborn. What your ancestors longed for but could not grasp, you will hold in your hands. The hidden legacy buried in your family line is being unlocked through you. Curses are breaking, and blessings are being established as permanent inheritance. Your destiny is not small. It is not survival. Your future is not survival, but dominion. You were never designed just to get by, but to reign, to establish light where darkness once ruled, to speak life where death once lingered, to build bridges where walls once stood. Know this: your influence will outlive you. The seeds you plant in this reset will bloom into forests of blessing for generations you will never meet. Hear this decree, chosen one. From this day, heaven shifts your frequency. The codes of delay are broken. The cycles of fear are shattered. The patterns of lack, rejection, and confusion are dissolved under the weight of divine reset. You will not return to what you were. You cannot shrink back into who you used to be. The seal has been placed, and it cannot be removed. Every prayer you whispered in the midnight hour has been gathered like incense before the throne. And tonight, heaven responds. The doors that refused to open are now commanded to swing wide. The chains that held your bloodline are broken at the root. The walls that hemmed you in are collapsing in this very moment. I declare with authority, your reset is irreversible and your blessing unstoppable. What heaven has ordained cannot be overturned by man, cannot be delayed by circumstance, cannot be sabotaged by enemy hands. The decree has gone forth. You are lifted, aligned, and sealed in divine timing. This reset is not temporary. It is eternal. It marks you. It crowns you. It clothes you in a frequency that announces, chosen. From this day, you will walk differently, speak differently, think differently, because the old has passed and the new has come. Let this word echo in your spirit. The reset has already begun, and nothing can stop the blessing that follows. You are sealed. You are unstoppable. You are chosen. This moment requires a response, not for me, but for you, for your covenant, for your alignment, for the seal upon your destiny. Your like, your comment, and your subscription are more than actions. They are prophetic agreements. They are the physical signs of your spiritual yes, the ink that writes your name into the scroll of reset. I invite you now, comment the word sealed below. In doing so, you declare to heaven and earth that you accept this reset. Hit subscribe, not as routine, but as covenant. Engage, not as habit, but as holy act. Each click, each word, becomes part of the altar you build in this moment. Do not delay, chosen one. The atmosphere is ripe, the portals are open, and your agreement matters. Heaven is waiting to see who will respond, who will align, who will seal this prophecy with action. And as you do, hear this blessing. You are sealed in divine alignment. The reset is yours. The blessing is unstoppable. The cycle has shifted forever. Step boldly now. Your covenant is written. Your destiny is activated. Your seal is eternal.